You invite the devil in with the you do. You don't just, oh, the devil got me. That you after Shannon Sharpe, that's a fake ass. But I would tell Shannon Sharpe, what do you think gonna happen if you paying young whore for and the devil out there? Them people invited the devil in.
You better get somebody to love you.
Damn, Mo.
You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You're trying to hang out with these young and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it.
Many months later.
Don't worry about it, Daddy.
Well, okay.
Okay, what?
Well, I'm not really interested in getting choked, so I guess we're going.
Yeah, I might choke you in public. Big black guy chokes small white woman.
It's not a good look, Shannon.
Not a good look that you did what you did to me.
Texas attorney has a new target in his sights. NFL legend Shannon Sharpe.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, this is a shakedown. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million.
Now accused of forcibly assaulting a woman who is seeking a minimum of $50 million in damages.
$50 million?
I am not happy this brother is going through what he's going through. But I hope the brother realized that he has a disorder. But what is his disorder? What do you think is wrong with Shannon Sharpe, Craig?
He's just used to everybody catering to him. Like, I just think he's shielded by his success, and it makes him weak, in my opinion.
Right now, it is a competition to see how many people can get with a man, sue the man, lie on the man, and get a paycheck. That's a new job description for a lot of women nowadays. A lot of people don't want to work, so a lot of women now have literally looked at how can I get with a man with a lot of money, make it seem as though everything that he's saying is cool, I love him, I'm comfortable with him, and then just lie on him, say sue him, and get a lot of money. Quick come up, or get a baby, because that's the old school tactic. Get a baby that's 18 years of free rent, free everything, boom. Brittany Renner said that. She outlined it very, very clearly. She said, well, if y'all want to just have 18 years of just free everything, get with one of these dumb athletes and get pregnant by them. This is what she said. She said it out loud. It is a business now. The problem is, if you're a big black man who became successful like our brother, be careful, because a lot of them are placed around you and you think that you are above the system. You will always be checked by them. That was a play from the beginning. What the hell is wrong with you being with a sister that is, or a white woman in particularly, between the age of 19 and 25? And you're up in your 50s. No, I mean, like, realistically, what are you doing? The certified Caucasian white woman, I don't trust. And that is because throughout history, her position has been to cause a circumstance and deny that it has ever happened. Deny that she was the cause of it, pretend that she's the victim. This is how this goes. Take down a big black man and pretend, hey, I had nothing to do with it. Or
she taught the sisters that though, right?
Yes.
Because they talk about this a white woman. I'm
women.
talking about all the women I know act like they don't know what.
Oh, yeah,
and they was the orchestrator of
We have to stop pretending that in 2025 that the feminist movement is equal for all women.
Now, after offering her $10 million, she turned him down. She sued him for $50. He lost everything. It's on YouTube now. I have to cancel everything. His tour, all of that. He has since, because we had gotten news the other day that she didn't, or her lawyers, show up in court. He showed up in court, so that was a PR rollout to make it seem like, you know, she was abandoning the lawsuit to kind of help him get his job back. According to Tony Busby today,
it appears that Shannon Sharpe has settled.
Well, just that quick, it looks like the lawsuit will be dismissed with prejudice, meaning it can't come back. Tony Busby just released a statement saying, quote, both sides acknowledge a long-term consensual and tumultuous relationship. After protracted and respectful negotiations, I'm pleased to announce that we have reached a mutually agreed upon resolution. All matters have now been addressed satisfactorily and the matter is closed. The lawsuit will thus be dismissed with prejudice.
Right. Now it says consensual.
Yes.
Before it did not.
It did not. So
I hate all of this. If he's happy, I'm happy. If she's happy, I'm happy. Yep. But this is disgusting.
I'm sure after her having to pay lawyers and asking for $10 million up front, and then her saying no, and then taking it to court, and him trying to settle it behind the scenes, I'm sure she got a cool 20.
Uncle Shannon Sharpe done cut that bag, man. Shorty done hopped on Instagram and said, look, I'm no longer posting on OnlyFans. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be doing other stuff, but I'm not doing nothing else like that, bro. I don't got to.
The crazy part is that she hustled them draws shamelessly. So she found dirtbag attorney extraordinaire Tony Busby. And let's see if we can hustle them draws for a payday. Which she did without hesitation. Most lawyers are just liquor store robbers with a law degree. They go around, stick them up. They're constantly going around looking for the new hustle, constantly going around to look where the low-hanging fruit is, constantly going around to look and see where the new scam is. The majority of cases in court get settled, people. The majority of court cases, whether criminal or civil, do not go to trial. Jason, how many? 95%. Damn! Folks, 95% of your court cases do not go to trial, either civil or criminal. Most of them settle. Now this Shannon has demonstrated that he's willing to pay out millions to settle cases. This is only going to encourage the bottom feeders and the snakes and the scum.
The reason you have a true conversation, besides being lame, and that ain't no diss, that's a real word, besides being lame, not knowing, is because you are in self-conflict at a very high level. Why in the world would you have a conversation with a kid I mean, she's grown, but I'm saying, what are you talking to her about? What are you talking to a girl who's 20 and Caucasian about, and you're an elderly black man? He really thought them muscles made him something special. You are old dude. Every job that's under 30, every time they begin conversation with me, I'm like, wait, I just passed my cover out here. Now, and let me go through this shame without conversation. I don't have conversation for a younger woman. If I got you about 20 years, you here for a purpose. And that purpose is not to conversate with me. How much extra to be quiet and get naked so I can go when I'm through? You cannot be embarrassed to broker.
And
you simply can't think that you smooth as hell because you swole with a cat suit on talking to Katt Williams.
You're a mark.
But wasn't he already? He was already.
You had on a cat suit while you was talking to Katt.
Ladies, gentlemen of polite savages, you are now about to embark on a journey sure to anger feminists and modern women alike, and especially the ones who thought that you could swim and play in the snow, but didn't understand that when it comes to the ladies, it's all a go. As always, we can only guarantee to tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the goddamn truth as we see it. And sometimes the truth is a bitter, bitter pill. 25G for each cheek, and you gotta shut up and take your medicine. Are you ready? Let's go.
Polite Savages. Well, Polite Savages, looks like Shannon Sharpe got ravaged by a young OF model in Gabriela Zuniga, as well as her vulture of a lawyer, Tony Busby. Taking Shannon Sharpe straight to the cleaners and cleaning him out. Shredded up his bank account like a head of cabbage. Shannon Sharpe did attempt to take some drastic measures in settling with this hustle box harpy harlot. Horrible girl, out of court. But oh no, she and her lawyer had other plans. Hitting up where it hurts, with the ordeal causing a massive damage and losing brand deals and sponsors, where the simp sycophants stand, and the bandwagon sinister sisterhood of what Dr. Jordan B. Peterson labeled as compassionate narcissists. Where these ladies, if they embody this type of mental definition, these low vibrational women are ones that are perpetually online, cheering on false allegations and wanting the destruction and reputation of men. These so-called compassionate narcissists use the veil of compassion, empathy, and sympathy to back up victims of violence and tragedy. What is truly insidious of these ladies? They pretend to be the voice and the champion, backing up the defenseless and helpless women, when in actuality, their whole goal and intent is a malicious intention of destroying a man's reputation, even in the light of evidence that prove a man's innocence. Just when you think it wouldn't get more absurd, well, reality is stranger than fiction. When a honeypot trap milk maiden vixen announces to the whole world that she's officially retired from the game and cashed out with a full bank account money.
A young girl ran Shannon Sharpe's pockets and got the big bag. That $50 million lawsuit has been dismissed with prejudice. In other words, they settled for a confidential amount. She cannot sue him again, and the case is closed permanently. A young girl taught him a very valuable, expensive lesson.
So the 20-year-old OnlyFriends model that hit Shannon Sharpe with a $50 million lawsuit says that she is now retiring from OnlyFriends after settling the lawsuit with him. She says, "Today I have decided to retire from OF. Thank you for the incredible support you've shown me over the past years. This community has given me a life I could have never imagined. I'll still be active on social media and have several new projects in the works that I can't wait to share. I'm truly excited for this next chapter. I love you all forever and ever." Shannon Sharpe lost. You got double-crossed. You gotta pay the cost to be the boss. OF Motto and 5. The only reason she is able to retire OF is because Shannon Sharpe, you lost the lawsuit and paid her a crazy bag. You put her into retirement. Not gonna lie, if this was me, I would not be able to sleep at night. I would be punching air.
But I think it's comical that she came out with her retirement announcement shortly after we just found out that he settled with a certain number in their lawsuit. Whatever he paid her was enough for her to retire. After the world just found out that I'm paying you millions, they know I'm paying you millions and millions of dollars for this lawsuit. You decided you want to take to Instagram and tell Instagram that you have bigger plans ahead of you and that you're retiring from OF. That would be my 13th reason. You couldn't even wait 2 days, not even 48 hours. Shannon Sharpe really just changed this girl's whole entire life.
Settling with the first one only signaled to people to go further. These lawyers don't do this because they're not used to it. They do it because most folks settle. The retail stores, department stores, grocery stores, shopping malls, businesses, insurance companies, most of them settle. Now they're going after high net worth and high income individuals, high income, high profile individuals to will attack your public reputation to see if we can get you to pay up millions of dollars to protect your reputation.
Never in all my years of living would I ever imagine a Spice Workers trumpet would make the announcement like a professional athlete. That it's time for her to retire, as she's got the ultimate hoe pension, using the courts to bait buck cup males to enforce judgments against legends in the world of sports like Shannon Sharpe. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, polite savages, lady polite savages, is now the blueprint, the next stage of evolution for these only hams, IG aged out models, past their prime succubis, wenches, running the play using the system to extract the max pay from men with pensions, portfolios, salaries, businesses, and 401ks, and of course life insurance policies. Every bit of resource that you got, they're gonna bleed it dry, just like the succubi they are. They may already got the sights on you and got a target out on your back and your wallet. Whether you're a regular man with a little bit of money in his pocket, or a sports athlete, or an entertainment star, with a once promising future, just like Shannon Sharpe.
And for those of you who called her slow after listening to those phone calls, so lady is taken care of and is set for life. Damn, it would be nice for a safe victim to be paid out for the BS they have to deal with some of these men. But the reality is, victims getting their perpetrator behind bars is close to rarely ever happening. So getting paid out for it is pretty nice.
Folks, if you've been raped, you don't settle. People, if you've been raped, you don't settle. And the whole point is these headlines are intended to link these words next to the subject person that they're referring to, so that if you Google these things, that this is what's linked to them. They also are doing it for historical sake, so that if people go looking up these things in the future, these are what the articles are saying to make it easier to find.
So you had consensual sex with a 22-year-old. In the eyes of the public, you still an old creep. If that didn't deserve to be in your jacket, it shouldn't be in your jacket.
Correct.
Unfortunately, there's no way to take it.
It can't take it
off your jacket, and that's what I don't like about it.
That's the bad part.
Yep. Toxic femininity, female narcissism, innuendos, lies, reputation destruction, and false allegations 101. The venomous, vile vermin vultures are circling, waiting to knock you figuratively upside your head once they killed your reputation and your standing in the community. Well, there goes your dignity and there goes your livelihood, making it harder for a man to make his money and put food on the table for his family. All the things that you've done that's good in the past, well, is the past. Kiss it goodbye, because at this point we know that every guy out there is not safe, as we're now walking perpetually on a tightrope with every woman that comes across your way, if you haven't vetted her properly, is gonna be like a Gabrielle Zuniga, targeting Shannon Sharpe, putting a wrecking ball to all his plans, destroying and demolishing all of his new sponsorships right when he's about to get a big payday. This predator young trollop is portrayed as a damsel in distress by the big bad boogeyman in Shannon Sharpe.
It's also extremely interesting and fishy that this allegation comes right as the club SHAY is reportedly set to a massive $100 million deal. This is a shakedown.
This is a robbery.
He gets reportedly a 9-figure deal and an 8-figure lawsuit. What recourse does he have? Was he gonna sue her for $50 million? Meanwhile, she's probably net negative when it comes to a total asset perspective. There were vultures out there that are waiting to dismantle you.
I don't call them groupies no more. They vultures. Cause they gonna loom over they prey.
Yeah.
They gonna put themselves, they gonna position themselves in the line of sight.
Yeah.
You say it all the time, these are vultures looking for a come up, brother. And they work together. They get on phones, conferences, they go and meet with each other and say, this is what's gonna happen, all right? You don't have to pay me up front. I'll get paid on the back end. I'm gonna go after this individual. Yeah, I'm gonna go after this individual, right? He has all this money, don't even worry about it. I will put the case together. You cry, you give me whatever, and then I'll get paid on the back end. All right, I get 20 million, you get 10, 15, good. This is really what they do.
Oh, I know, bro.
It is a conspiracy, meaning 2 or more individuals coming together to do something that is
when you say it.
Brother, it's very real. This is why you don't see me with nobody. I'm married, damn it.
You can throw out some money to keep it quiet, but new women and false victims keep coming back, suing you, especially if you go to court and settle. Regardless of what you'll do, the people will still consider you guilty, and the brands will not want to work with you, just because the perception that you may be a bad dude. Whatever decision you make, whatever direction you take, it still becomes a catch-22. As each proposition, it's just a different decision with a whole different set of potentially bad issues.
So if you're looking at a potential $1 million deal, and now that deal might be off the table, because now everybody gonna lowball you.
Yeah.
Y'all got 30 for you. You want it or not? 100
His price ain't what it was.
100 ain't in your future.
That's a fact.
That's some scary. Be careful out there.
You gotta be careful.
Be careful. Especially if you're rich. Especially if you're rich.
Yeah, you're right.
That's all I got for you polite savages. Like and subscribe. Hit us up on all social media networks. We found true happiness.